How's it going, everyone? Famine52 back again, and today we're continuing on with Baldur's Gate 3. Let's get going. Alright, welcome back, everyone. So in the last episode, we completed Act 1, made our way out of the Underdark and up into a building, actually. Tower. I'm assuming it's the Moonrise Tower. Haven't actually explored it all that much yet, so I don't really know. But outside of that, we also had a conversation with Elminster, who told Gale over there that he is destined to die. The orb, the Netheri's orb that he carries in his chest, is the only feasible way that we could defeat the Absolute. On a brighter note, we also got the Owlbear Cup.
You smell very delicious, but I will not bite you.
Who is just adorable. Just adorable, I tells ya.
Nice here. The caves smell like rotting meat. Goblin coat smells like goblins.
Alright, but after that, let's go ahead and break camp. Because I have no idea where we are or what we're doing. We're in some sort... What the hell? There was something on my screen there for me to, like, grab. But I have no idea what it was or where it went. Oh, there it is. A broken moon lantern. Got it. It's another one of these. Oh. Adept of the Absolute. Scroll of protection from energy. Scroll of witch bolt and orders. I've been given the crucial task to clear the entrance to Grimforge for future expeditions. Trussel near will follow once the entrance is cleared. As I make my way to the entrance, I can't help but feel excitement. What might we find here that Ketheric created so long ago? Now sealed by the curse. Grimforge could hold untold treasures for the Absolute's use. I will continue to explore and document my findings. The entrance is currently blocked by vines and rubble, quite cursed. Explosives ought to do the job, though I'm not as experienced in such matters as I'd wish to be. I set up the explosives with care, though I admit I'm almost afraid to detonate them. There's no telling what power these cursed vines hold, what might lie beyond, or whether I've even set things up correctly. Absolute, protect me. Judging by the fact that you died, I'm gonna go with the Absolute did not protect you. But
Elminster's not around. That might
we
as well.
should, I believe, still have.
Attention!
Oh, Karlach actually currently has it equipped. Very well. Speak with Dead. There it is. Let's go ahead and cast that on this Absolute.
The corpse does not respond.
No, she doesn't respond. Fine.
Still alive.
Fine.
So that's progress.
Let's go ahead and head out here.
The shadow curse. I tried to picture it in my head, but this is a lot.
Stand by me if you need to keep warm in this awful place.
This is no ordinary darkness. It feels powerful and familiar. These lands have been blessed by Lady Shah. You must learn more about her presence here.
Very
Shrouded
well.
in no ordinary shadows. What evil lurks within such darkness?
It's the only way to Moonrise Towers.
We have to push through.
So I thought going through the Underdark was supposed to bring us up to Moonrise without.
The energy's draining. The darkness.
The Shadow
is taking
Curse.
its toll.
The Shadow Curse is a powerful threat that lurks and devours
need to escape
in the
these
darkness.
shadows.
Surround
While we still have the
yourself with
strength.
light to avoid its most lethal effects. I'm gonna go ahead and back off.
Breathe deep and move.
And exit turn-based mode.
What's next?
I believe I might actually have something that might help with this if I could only find it. Can't remember. It shouldn't be boots. It might be gloves. No. Was it a ring? Yes, it was a ring. Very well. So... I'll go ahead and take off the Bless ring and turn on the Light ring. I don't know if that will be the correct light. It might require daylight, which I believe I should also be able to cast. But let's go ahead and give this a try. Go ahead and cast this on Z.
Shouldn't wish to live in more interesting times.
Very well.
I can feel the shadow's power here, but they don't seem to be harming me. The shadow curse. It doesn't seem to affect me like it does others. Not as badly, at least. Do you know what this means? I must be blessed. Lady Shah is protecting me where others are left to face her wrath. She loves me. She must do.
What about me? Don't get carried away. This could be something else. So what does all this mean? What does all this mean?
Lady Shah wouldn't bless me like this for no reason. There must be something she wants of me. Those signs we found about Dark Justiciars, perhaps they were no coincidence. In either case, I need to watch for any place dedicated to Lady Shah. A temple, perhaps.
Very well. I'm
What am I
also
to do?
kind of curious. Can you cast light on everyone?
Making me sweat.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
No, only one person can have it on at a time. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. So we're gonna have it on Z.
Got a long road ahead.
And let's go ahead and do some exploring.
This place is heavy.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the map real quick. So right here we have reached the Githyanki Creche, travel the mountain pass.
Eyes open. Watch the shadows.
This is reach Moonrise Tower. What? Do we have going on here? Harpers. Okay, they aren't necessarily bad people, right?
Stay together. Keep to the light. Stop! Who's there?
I am but a simple monk. I am no threat.
I saw a simple monk break a fella's spine once. Hands where I can see 'em. Jonas, move in!
Oh God!
Jonas! Jonas!
I'm here! Where are you?
Jonas? Can you see our torches?
I can't see anything! Something's wrong.
Follow my voice. Come back to the light.
Who's there? Meg? Is that?
Ugh.
Jonas?
I don't think that's Jonas anymore.
Jonas.
Move, I'll take care of this.
Don't let it get hold of you. Harpers, now!
Very well. So we have a shadow here. Ooh, we have a shadow. Hold up. Ethereal. Affected entity is incorporeal and can't be shoved, thrown, or used as an improvised weapon. Shadow blend. While lightly or heavily obscured, this creature gains the ability to blend with shadows and become invisible. It does have sunlight weakness. While in sunlight, this creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. I don't know if it will tell us this, but in the tabletop game, shadows have this ability where they... How do I put this? It's a strength drain ability. So, if/when they hit you with an attack, they deal not only the physical damage, but that damage is, or a certain number is also decreased from your maximum hit points total.
Another day, another fight.
And once your maximum hit points are reduced to 1, hey, guess what? You're dead. Or once it's reduced to 0, you're dead. Not hit point total. Strength total. Wow, I'm an idiot. There it is, strength drain, and he did it on the flippin' wizard too.
Shit. Make every strike count.
Alright, come on, game. Ooh, so Gale's strength is currently at 2. Oh boy. Oh boy. It It is not telling me if this will go away after a long rest or not. What the hell is this? Oh, the Nethery's Orb. A guild triggers the Nethery's Orb in its chest, destroying everything and everyone within a radius. Let's see how big a radius that is. No! I just wanted to see the radius and didn't want to actually use it. So let's go ahead and take a look at this, see what happens. And then we're definitely going to reload. I just was trying to see the radius, guys. I did not want him. It didn't even show me anything. Okay. We are going to reload. Okay, so now that we have reloaded, let's go back into the Underdark real quick. Let's go to the Myconoid colony. Alright, now the reason why I wanted it to come to the Myconoid colony was because I know of this up here. And what is this? Yeah, I know of this up here that might get us where we need to go.
Or perhaps after I finish my
But also, aside from that, I'm kind of curious as to if the deep gnomes have actually reached the beach over here. And I thought of that as we were traveling. So I'm going to go ahead and go there, see if the gnomes are there. And then we'll go ahead and tally forth. So it doesn't look like the deep gnomes have made it here. Really, a book encumbered me. But I don't see the deep gnomes here. So they must not be here? Fine, whatever. There was a hope. They were supposed to be coming this way. Apparently they didn't. But let's go ahead and try to make it to that other exit up there. And see if we are not in the mist. Because fighting shadows right now with a party that is half weak as fuck, not really in my agenda. Not something I would care to really pursue. Because all it would really take is 2 good hits, and my party would be dead. Because they can each hit with that strength reduction, they can reduce your strength by a total of 4. It is, I believe it's a D4 that they rolled. It could be a D6 now that I'm thinking about it. But Z only has a strength of 8. Gale only has a strength of 8. And if that reaches 0, we're dead. This is not going to bring me where I want it to bring me. So this is going to bring me back to the Temple of Saloon. This is going to bring me to the Smuggler's Den. And Grimforge is going to take me to where we just were. Okay, I guess we have to go on land. So with that being the case, do I have any scrolls of daylight? Negative. Shadowheart.
No time to
Daylight
waste.
is a spell that you can learn, though, right? This one right here? Yes, it is. And it lasts for a long rest. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take off Feigned Death and put on Daylight. And then cast Daylight as an item enchantment on Z.
All's well that ends.
So,
Not as bad as it could have.
probably should not have done that on Z, because now Z will not be able to do his Shadow Step at all. If I had thought about that beforehand, I would have taken care of that. But I suppose that's neither here nor there. We are at the very least going to be taken care of from the shadow stuff. And all of the shadows that are close to us are going to be not having a good time. We've already read all of this. Go ahead and take it.
The shadow curse.
This is no.
Already watched all of that.
Kind of beautiful, but also feels like you could choke on your own breath here.
It's the only way to Moonrise Towers. We have to push through.
Oh, and I'm going to go ahead and make the helmet invisible.
I can feel the shadow's power here, but they don't seem to be harming me. The shadow curse.
Go ahead and talk
She
to
loves me.
Shadowheart.
Those signs.
Very well.
This place is heavy.
Black Oleander. Wait. Hold the phone.
This place. There's a power in these shadows. I can sense it. It's ancient. Familiar.
Can I, if I remember correctly, Black Oleander, give to Shadowheart?
The Lady of Sorrows guide us. Did you want something?
Nope. Okay. I could have sworn that that Shadowheart had told us something about her favorite flower being Black Oleander. So I figured I could give it to her. Apparently not. Take the bedroll. Burlap sack. What's in the chest? Very well. Five sets of tongs. Very well. Torch, don't need it. Very well.
That might be worth a look.
Gold, bronze chalice, Pegasus feather. Very nice. I have to go down to the Harpers, don't I?
Something to do with the shadow curse? I truly hope this blight isn't spreading.
Yeah, it looks like I have to go down and deal with the Harpers. Very well, hopefully this time with daylight up, things will go a little bit different. And of course I'm encumbered. Is that a dead boar? It is a dead boar. Shadow Cursed Undead. So what does that mean? Those who die in the shadows are cursed to remain there forever. These undead have received hit points, or have reduced hit points and strength, are resistant to necrotic damage, and cannot use spells or weapon attacks. Oh, okay. If you say so, game. That's not creepy. But it looks like really our only way forward is to the Harpers. So let's go.
Eyes open. Stop! Who's there?
You know what, let's go ahead and do some other things. Lower your weapons first.
Not taking requests, love. Now put your hands up and walk over here. Slowly.
Okay, it's all just gonna go the same.
Eunice? Follow.
You ready to fight?
Harpers! To arms!
Alright, let's go ahead and... Don't have enough movement to get there. Okay, cool. Karlach will get an attack this time around before the shadows get in. Oh, I missed? And I'm not messing around. I'm gonna flurry your blows. Cool, got rid of that guy.
Now is not the time.
I picked up a Harper blade. Very well. Let's go ahead and move over here.
These boots have seen everything.
Ready for another?
I feel cold.
Oh,
Miserable.
crap.
What kind of dark is this?
Consume me. I am shielded by Lady Shaw.
Shadowheart, go ahead and jump right, or not Shadowheart. Karlach. First, go ahead and get closer
Light
into
seems to
the
protect
protection
against
of
the
the light,
shadows.
and then I'll jump over here. Yeah, I guess. Move closer, and then now jump. Now jump. There we go. And attack. And again. Very well.
Shit.
Make every strike count!
I already messed up. Well, at least he saved. Alright, Gale. We're not doing that one again. Yeah, let's go ahead and move you just forward into the light. Beautiful. Then now, do you have anything special about you? You do not. So let's go ahead and do an acid arrow.
The shot. Finish them off!
Onward.
And now Shadowheart. You. Let's go ahead and do a Spirit Guardian's radiant damage. And now for your bonus action, I don't think I want to do a Hunter's Mark just yet, with only one. So let's go ahead and have you quick heals and move over this way.
Gods, it's hot
Go
in
ahead
here.
and end that turn. And I know that there's this one over here, and I believe there was another one over there. But let's go ahead and kind of group everyone to the best of our ability within this Spirit Guardians. Let's go ahead and do a shatter right here.
Of course.
Then move up here. Come on over here.
Some punishment.
Beautiful. Then can I jump over here? Did you save against Spirit Guardians? Very well. All right. We'll go ahead and step the wind dash, so that we can get up here and help Megan.
Try me.
focus on surviving first.
And I guess there wasn't one up here. Okay. Also, good to know that I could jump multiple times in a turn.
I smell blood. I'm not gonna like this, mate.
Well done. Now we've got to move. I know a safe place. Give me your map. Keep your torch high. If you step into the shadows, you'll be felled in a heartbeat.
Safe place. It means somewhere where the shadows can't penetrate? I'll follow you in a moment. Thanks, but I'm headed for the moonrise. You mean some place the shadows can't penetrate?
That's right. Protected by magic. Only spot in the region that's not been swallowed up by this damn curse. Light will save you here on the outskirts, but a few paces deeper you're screwed. If you want to catch your breath, the inn's the only place to do it. Hope to see you there. Harpers, move out!
Very well. Let's go ahead and get everyone
love to,
grouped
thanks.
back up on Z now. Alright. Okay, cool. And strength drain empties after combat. Very well, very well.
You see a man stalking slowly through the woods, bow half drawn. If he bags a deer, the whole family will be kept fed all winter.
Interesting. Send all that to Karlach? Oh, and now Karlach's encumbered.
What a charmer.
Well, maybe it's because you have all this useless shit on you. Let's go and have you equip this. Which I guess I'll do in a second. And then now let's go ahead and get rid of the color spray. We're not really using that. And equipped the daylight spell or the light spell on you. So that you can be a light for everyone else.
No one's stopped me yet.
You see an older woman on her knees scrubbing the floor of an inn. The patrons made a mess of things again the night before.
Very well. Let's see, we got whatever that is. We got another black oleander. A skeleton. I'm a goddamn genius. This curse has people legging it. A couple of idiots begged me to run back and grab their stuff, but the ring is my ticket to the city. The old man was deprived. You should have heard the sob story. Ellie Mae was his wife. I love this life, blah blah. He used to camp by her grave. Kind of weird if you ask me. Anyway, she was burned with the family ring. It's deeper into the darkness. I'll grab it and be on my way to you. Baldur's Gate better prepare itself, because with the two of us in the city, we'll wring every last copper out of the place. Love you, Dandelion. See you soon. Very well. And these are just basic wares. Go ahead and send those to camp. Can I light this? I can. Not sure how much it will help, but I can light it. We have another shadow visage right here.
You sense a young woman gazing at Moonrise Towers in awe. Perhaps one day she will get to gaze out from atop it, she hopes.
Very well. And this is the last light in. Oh god, that is so far away. Or was it a night orchid that she liked?
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something?
Remember when you told me you liked night orchids? Or you told me night orchids were your favorite flower?
Rings a bell. Why?
I just so happen to have one right here.
Oh, hells. You didn't pick that by hand, did you? They're deadly poisonous. Joking. They're safe. And beautiful. Thank you. I don't have anything to give you in return, I'm afraid.
I'm sure you'll come up with something in return. It's just a token. I didn't expect anything in return. Well, I'd better take it back then. No, I didn't expect anything.
Well, perhaps I can come up with something later, all the same.
Very well. A bloom into the darkest night. A gift shadow a night orchid, her favorite flower. Always knew she was a softie. Oh, you didn't pick that by hand, did you? They're deadly poisonous. Shut up. Trying to scare me like that.
You see a man stalking slowly through the woods.
Oh, already saw that one. What about this one?
In her former life, this girl played in the nearby woods. She was always the best at climbing trees.
Very well. Harper, whatever. Go ahead and send all that to Karlach. Turn that on. Nope, not that one. That one.
The image of an orange-haired cat asleep before a fireplace comes to you. What came of it?
Grab this shadow root sack or whatever it was. Got a club here that could be moved to wares. Healing potion. A rusty dagger. That I feel like should deal additional poison damage personally, but maybe that's just me. I actually have someone in my D&D party who has a rusty dagger, and I gave it, I believe it was 1d4 extra poison damage, just because it is an incredibly rusty, old dagger. So it just made sense that being cut with that was going to do a little something to the bloodstream. So that's my thought on that. Could I be wrong about it? Sure. But it makes sense. We need a 10. Let's go and see what we get. We got a 3 on the dice. We should be okay. Yeah, we got a 16 total. Now what's in here? A trap disarm tool, an agate, and 27 gold. Very well. Ooh, and there's an active fire over here. And a cone of sight over there.
This grave is a mess. Probably an animal's doing.
Ellie May. You've seen this name before.
You're right, I have seen that name before. There's supposed to be a whatchamacallit, a ring in there that should help me with the darkness in here.
That might be worth a look.
Got a dirt mound right here. Scroll of Dark Vision. Very well, and 16 gold. Okay, what is this vision cone? Oh, hello. I guess let's just go in. Really, nothing? Take that. Anything in here? Sure. There's a lot of rope. Oh, is this vision code coming from up here? Shadow Curse Needle Blight. Is anyone else thinking that this chest is a mimic?
Lost in thought.
No time to rest.
So if it is a mimic and... Oh, hello. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and throw a greater healing potion right next to Z. And of course that did not get him up. Because why would it? And then let's go ahead and shove this thing.
One can't
Very well.
always be a gentleman.
Now, you don't have any potions on you, do you? You do not. Okay. Let's go ahead and drop another shatter. This one should be a 3rd level spell. Let's go ahead and drop it right here. Now what does Shadow Curse Vines do? One turn remaining. Affected enemies can't move and take 1 to 4 necrotic damage per turn. Attack rolls against it have advantage, while attack rolls and dexterity saving throws have disadvantage. Yeah, and he just straight up can't move. Opportunity attack. All right, Shadow Heart. These guys are not really resistant to, well, not resistant, they're not really vulnerable to radiant damage. So we're gonna hold off on that. Let's go ahead and raise up Brother C. And then for your action, let's go and attack this guy. She killed it. Alright, and Z, I know for some reason you have lost your action, so there's not really much we can do about that. Let's go ahead and have you drink a superior healing potion. 16 to 40 hit points recovered. Got 29, very nice. Now, Carla, jump on over here. And attack. And attack again. Nice critical hit. We'll take that bark. And then, if you can, which it doesn't look like you can.
I've got it.
Let's go ahead and have you move up next to this one, so that when that one tries to move away, it will get an attack of opportunity on it.
With the weave.
And Gale, you can go ahead and ray of frost this one. And then you can't do anything as your bonus action. So, end your turn. On all of these. They have an AC of 15. That's not half bad. But you missed anyway. Guided strike. And again. Critical miss. Ooh, deflect missiles. And we took no damage from it, so let's go ahead and throw it back. 8 points of damage. Let's go ahead and work on this one. And now this one. And then flurry of blows this one. Then get up close and personal to this one.
I got this.
Reckless attack. Tenacity kills it very well. Oh, that did get Z. Oh well. Alright, now I guess let's go ahead and collect the stuff from all of these guys. And then check out whatever this chest is. It's locked. Lockpick. Need a 10. So as long as we roll at least a 2, we got a 13 for a 24. And let's see. Silver chalice, silver necklace, arrow of constant slaying, or construct slaying, and an arrow of roaring thunder. Very well. We can go ahead and send that to Shadowheart. Alright, now. There's nothing else here, right? No. Let's go ahead and try to make it up this way. Actually, let's go ahead and take a short rest. Ooh, what are you? A raven? A white ooh, hello, I didn't even see this guy. He who was. Burden of Time aura? What the hell does that mean? Beasts and humanoids have disadvantage on saving throws while within 10 feet of this creature. Elves are unaffected by this temporal effect. Interesting. Oh, he's a Shadakar. Or a Shadakai. Ooh, buddy. That makes sense why there's a white raven here. He is going to be a devotee of the Raven Queen.
Where lies your guilt?
The waning moon.
What's going on here? I've met few who can also communicate with the dead. Not many people out here in the darkness. Ready yourself for a fight. I've met few who can also communicate with the dead.
And I have met few who stand so tall and fearless in the face of the unknown. Be on your way, brave soul. A fair point. Perhaps this one could assist us. The murdered lie silent. The raven asks, will you be their voice?
Monk, death often comes for a reason. I've killed before. Does that make me a murderer? Why does the raven want to know? Speak plainly. What are you talking about? Depends who murdered this woman. Let's go and do the monk option.
Depends. Did those you killed trust you? Care for you? This woman tended a bar where she took her patrons, her friends, into her confidence. Promised their secrets were safe with her. Yet she turned their words into knives and stabbed them in the back. They died because of her. And to this day, her victims lie unavenged.
She's dead. How much more can she pay? I doubt you're here out of the goodness of your heart. It sounds like she must be punished thoroughly. I doubt you're here out of the goodness of your heart.
I have no heart. I seek a record of this one's crimes, written in her own hand. Through it, I can summon her spirit and force her to face trial for her crimes.
You're not an impartial judge, or monk option. You're not an impartial judge. Why have you decided her guilt already? Or what do you need me to do? That's some powerful magic. Or why would you do that? No, let's go ahead and do the monk option.
My reasons are of no consequence. Your soul sparks with justice, with fortitude. This is your chance to bring a murderer to justice, to avenge her victims. Will you take it?
I will. What must I do? So long as I get paid? No, you're on your own. No, what must I do?
I thank you. As do those who died by her words. Go to the distillery, the one she calls the Waning Moon. Find the ledger and bring it to me.
Very well.
You can leave.
So the Waning Moon, was that this one right here? No, that's Last Light. Moonrise Tower. And it's gonna be this one right here. Alright. Moving on. Got a wooden chest up here. Ooh, and a black oleander. Go ahead and see what's in the chest. I'm assuming it's locked. It is. Need a 16. Very well. That's a 7 on the dice, giving us a total of a 20. Golden bloodstone. Very well. Do, 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 do. This song is in my head. Oh. Alright, we've got a pouch over here with 3 gold in it. Big money. How do I get up there? Ah, probably climb up this. Let's see, we got a dead harper with the scroll of hold person, candle, and a rotten mushroom on them. Another dead harper with an ice arrow, a harper journal. Very well. Spoiled treacle tart and 14 gold. Another dead harper with a potion of mind reading and some spoiled food. And a night orchid. And then that's all of the interest up here. Alright, now, how do I get down there?
That might be worth it, though.
Burlap sack with a key and a road dust gray clothing. Very well. Try to avoid the vines. Because I feel like those vines did more damage to us after battle than they did in battle. Alright, what's up here? Did not mean to hit the jump button. Oh, got some dead heart. Oh, those are the. That's the battleground that we already were at. That's our former battleground. Oh, we got a burlap sack with some rotten food, rotten basket with some rotten food, rotten food, rotten food, water. Gonna be the same story over here. Very well. Rotten food. That one's empty. A rotten banana. I haven't even seen a banana in this game. Are you telling me that the first banana that I've encountered in this game is a rotten banana? A raven.
Corpse is tainted by the shadows, no doubt. Best avoid it.
Okay. Got a traveler's chest right here with some gladiatorial sandals in it.
Don't burn yourself.
Yeah, I gotta know what happens. I can't help it. I gotta know what happens. What's up, Raven? Oh! Oh, that's what happened. Okay. This was unexpected. This is a new ability, right? Survival instinct. Infuse a creature with psionic force. If it reaches 0 hit points, it heals instead of falling unconscious. That's new, right? Got force tunnel, key restoration, silence. Let's go ahead and do this. No, they only have 1 hit point each, so it's not worth it to do that. Let's just go ahead and Hazam. Oh, I missed. Fine, flurry of, or not flurry of blows, unarmed strike.
Let's go.
Can you just jump in place? Very well.
I don't
Now,
fancy their
Gale, which
chances.
one is that one? This is the one that's on you. Do these have an opportunity attack? Doesn't look like it.
Need to stay focused.
Bumps in the dark. Karlach is inspired. Whoa. Why does my visage look so weird? Okay. Bumps in the dark. Nope.
I'm exhausted.
Maybe now?
Better find somewhere to camp soon.
Oh, there it is. Conquer 3 combat encounters in the Shadow Curse lands. Got it. Alright, well now that all that's done. Raven, help! This letter is written on a scrap of paper. Blood and age have made it near illegible in parts. Help! Darkness has rolled into Rithwin, cutting us off on all sides. We sent people through, but no one can make it more than a few steps before the words are obscured by drops of blood. This letter is our last hope. Send help, anyone, from anywhere, I beg of you. I will renounce our lady loss and kiss the Moon Maiden's feet. If that's what it takes, just don't let the darkness take us. Very well. Anything on any of the other ravens? That appears to be a no. Yeah, that's a no. Okay.
Hey ho.
I did not mean to break those eggs. Oh well. Oh, is there another traveler's chest up there? There is.
Shouldn't be too hard.
What is in you? 43 gold, a fire amber, and a wart bag. Okay. All right.
Looking ahead.
So we got the last light in up here on our right.
This place is protected. Must be the refuge the Harpers spoke of.
No shadows here. Something must be keeping it at bay.
You there! Step forward and keep your hands off your weapons.
Easy. He's with me.
Come. Jahira!
Ooh. Just once, I wish people would simply say hello. Jahira, is it? I'm Z, and I assure you none of this is necessary. You have to the count of 5 to let me go. Monk, if this is supposed to scare me, it won't work. Monks are not so easily cowed. Yep.
Ha! A level head. Let us see if you will get to keep it.
Easy, easy. Give me a chance to earn your trust. I save your soldiers, and this is the thanks I get. Could you at least explain to me why you're doing this? Back off, now. Can you at least explain to me why you're doing this?
Absolutely. This is why we're here, you see. It is a curious creature that hides all manner of secrets. But if there's one thing that we know, it's that it knows its own kind. You should never have come here, true soul.
I'm not a true soul. Look at the Harper you saved. Accept your fate. I'm not a true soul.
Stop!
Oh, Mole!
What are you doing? He's the one who saved us!
He's the one who protected the Emerald Grove.
Yup. Didn't leave a goblin standing. Not so bad to hang around with either. Saved 2 of my friends. One from a harpy and one from a mad druid with a snake. Didn't make a fuss about thieving either. I pretty much trust him with my life.
A true soul with a mind of his own? How is that possible?
Because of this artifact. I'm not going to do that. I work in mysterious ways. You'll have to take my word for it. You have to take my word for it.
You sound so confident for someone who's so wrong.
Oh god. I'm going to save. I know it's hard to trust anyone right now, but believe me, I am not an absolute cultist. Oh, I cannot succeed this. I need a 21. Oh god. The best chance I have is a natural 20. Other than that, if I get an 18 on the dice, if I get a 17 on the dice, I'll get a -1 for my charisma, bringing me to 6. So I need an 18 on the dice to just meet this. Or I need to get a natural 20. Nope. Okay, let's go ahead. We have 4 inspiration. Nope. Nope. Alright, this is the last one before we reload. No. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, so let's go ahead and give this another try. If I don't get it in these 5 attempts, I'm just going to reload and show her the thing. That's a natural 20. Booyah!
Congratulations. You've earned yourself the benefit of the doubt. Hear me, Harpers. All clear. At ease. I'll not pretend to understand why you, the enigma that you are, suddenly crossed our path. But I'm old and wise enough to recognize a sliver of hope when it crawls out of the dark. Tell me, why have you come here?
To destroy the Absolute in its lair, Moonrise Towers. I just want a cure for the parasite in my head. Moonrise Towers is my only lead. I'm here on holiday. My intentions are my own. To destroy the Absolute in its lair.
Then you found an ally in me. For that is precisely why I am here. There's food in the inn over there. Beds too if you require rest. Aloe oil in the cupboard, in case the vines gave you a rash. Settle in. Then come join me for a drink. You may just be the godsend we've been praying for.
Blood, this is heavy.
Karlak, what's up?
Oh my god, soldier. That's Jaheira. The Jaheira.
Baldurian, she lives in the city, right? You know her? Yeah, the Jahiri almost sicked a pack of Harpers on us. No, she lives in the city, right?
Don't you know the whole story? Years ago, over a century, Jaheira was part of a group that saved Baldur's Gate from Saravok, a Baalsport trying to plunge the city into war. My mum used to tell us stories about them. The legends who protected the city from evil. She said Jaheira was a powerful druid. Adamant. Tough. I've told myself those stories 1,000 times since. I never thought I'd meet Jaheira. She's a hero, and I was always some outer city kid. Can't believe she wants to talk to us about working together. What a day!
Very well.
I expected to find you lurking in this cursed gloom.
Lysandra.
Good to see a friendly face.
Very well.
A glimmer of hope amidst the darkness.
Let's
I wish we had a bloody
walk
army.
around a little bit, see
Jaheira wants to know about supplies.
if anyone else from the Grove is here.
Through our oil, but
At least anyone who I will
just
just initially recognize their name. That would be, I want to say, Damon?
Hey, it's Damon! Let's say hi!
This looks like a blacksmith.
Looks like that odd ox made it through the shadows.
Or, okay, so there's definitely a blacksmith stall right here. Ox.
It's toasty in here.
Very well. What about this one?
No, still incapable.
I remember you from the Druid's Grove. Are you ready to reveal your secrets yet?
Not for you to know.
Persuasion's gonna be a -1 from charisma, but a +3 from favorable beginnings. Aw, come on now. You've piqued my curiosity. We got perception. You're the ox I met back in the grove. You were very hungry then. I saved you all, and now you have food. Or we have nature, which is gonna be a straight roll. You're a rare breed and an authentic red-backed river ox. I thought you'd be more discerning. So we got +2 or +3. Let's go ahead and do the perception one. Need a 14, got a 10 on the dice, and with that guidance, that's gonna be a 15.
Well,
Come close. Your mind to mine.
Oh God.
Are you satisfied?
Those are the least bovine thoughts I've ever seen. What are you really? Yes, thank you. What the hells was that? How does an ox like yourself have such a horrifying thoughts? Those are the least bovine thoughts I've ever seen. What are you really?
Keep quiet, and you won't have to find out.
Is that a threat?
That's up to you.
Your secret, whatever it is. Save. Whatever you are, you're coming out of hiding now.
All I wanted was a bit of hay, a good brushing, and a clean stall. The simple life. Is that so much to ask?
What the hell? What the hell? Why are you still calling it a strange ox? That is not an ox. Attack it, I guess. Oh God. It just spewed all sorts of acid.
Bye forever, pal. Want another?
And again.
I don't think I'll ever look at an ox quite the same.
Hat of Fire Acuity. Fire Acuity, whenever you deal fire damage, you gain Arcane Acuity for 2 turns. Shapeshifter's Boon Ring.
Just when I
while
think I've seen it all,
shapeshifting
at
your
least it's dead.
disguised self, or disguising yourself, you gain a 1d4 bonus to all checks, and then a Bloodstone and a Malachite. Okay, do you have anything to say about that, other ox?
Strange fellow, that one. You sure made a mess of him.
Very well. Hey, Damon.
Karlak, I thought you'd be in the city by now. We were ambushed by cultists. Half of us were captured, the other half ran here.
Off the anvil into the forge. We'll find them. Hopefully.
Before you run off into the belly of the beast, there's something I need to tell you. Well, 2 things. Good news and bad news.
Before we continue, let's... Oh, we're all in conversation, never mind. Which would you like to hear first, Karlak?
The good news, obviously.
I only need 1 more piece of infernal iron to craft an insulating chamber that can make it possible for Karlak to...
Touch people!
Exactly!
Oh my God. It's really happening. It's been so long! So come on! Let's get this show on the road! We need to find that iron!
Hang on! I think you'll want to hear the bad news too.
It'll keep. I have infernal iron to find.
Karlak, believe me, this isn't something you should...
Let's move!
At least let me show you where to look. I'm not sure the infernal iron will still be there, but I can show you a few places of interest.
Very well. So there might be some infernal iron right there. There might be some right there. House with flowers. Okay. Very well. Before we head back to camp and grab some of our infernal iron, let's go and talk to Karlak.
Hear that? All I need is a second bit of infernal metal, and I'm cured. This is so exciting. Let's make tracks.
Very well. Let's go ahead and make tracks back to our own camp.
How fares the search?
I found the infernal iron.
Well, all right. This shouldn't take long. Same as last time. You'll need to install it yourself. This should do the trick.
There. So did it work?
Only one way to find out.
Lay your hand on her, pull her into a hug, kiss her, stand stock still. Kiss her.
You're all right. No burns. Can we go to bed now?
Hold on, Karlak. There's something I need to tell you. That engine of yours, it's contained for the moment, but it's just too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely. I know you know that, but the thing is, there's a cure. I wasn't making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold to sustain metals like the ones inside you. You have to return to Avernus. For good. Or this thing is going to burn you up from the inside out. And sooner than you think.
The minute I set foot back in Avernus, Zarya will force me back into service. I'm not doing her bidding again. I'd rather die.
I get that, but don't rule it out. The world just might be better with you in it. Even in Avernus. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure, but at this point, I think we all have to face the inevitable.
Thank you, Damon. We'll have to make the inevitable then. First things first, Karlak. You have touchback. We got to celebrate that. Then we'll just have to make the inevitable evitable.
You read my mind. Thanks, Damon. Really, you've given me more than I could ever repay.
It's been my pleasure. Good luck, both of you. Look after yourself, all right?
Now, just out of curiosity,
what's the story?
Does she gain anything from that? Heart ablaze. Infernal Iron has anchored the war machine that is Karlak's heart. She can touch others without burning them and can no longer be charmed. So she's just straight up immune to being charmed. Got it.
Still breathing.
Let's go ahead and speak to her again.
This is the best day. The best day!
I'm so happy for you. For both of us, if I'm honest.
Me too. Whenever you want to turn in, I'd love to take this whole touch thing for a test drive. I know we have important things to do, but we deserve a little sweetness too.
Karlak, I'm worried about what Damon said about your engine. We need to get you back to Avernus, or it's going to blow. I can't wait for tonight. I'm going to hold you as close as possible.
Oh man, I can't wait.
And who sobbed over here? Was that Shadowheart that sobbed?
Poor Karlak. She can finally seek out the touch of another, only to be told she might not have much time left.
I know well the pain of seeing your life's hourglass running empty. Grasping at any means of slowing the grains as they slip inexorably through your fingers. Karlak's fate may be ordained, but her actions are not. She will make each breath count. We can be sure of that.
Cow.
Strange fellow that.
Got it. Damon.
I thought it was you. Saving my skin again, I see. Never seen a shapeshifted ox before. But I'm glad you dealt with it before it dealt with us. I'm glad to see you're all right. The way here was anything but easy, eh? A makeshift Harper's Fire might not be where I hope to set up shop. But maybe I've got something you can use anyway. And if you find any interesting materials in need of working, I'm happy to help.
Interesting materials? What do you mean?
I hesitated to mention this back in the Druid's Grove, for obvious reasons. But no one has earned my trust, if not you. When Elturel was dragged into Avernus, I was drafted into a devil's smithy. It should have been awful. But infernal metal is like a wild horse. Powerful, exuberant. It'll kill you if you lack technique. I can sense some. Smell it almost. Somewhere in the area. Underground, maybe. Out there in the shadows. If you find it, bring it to me. I'll make something incredible.
Sounds like you had an interesting time in the Hells. I think I found a material you could work with. What can you make of it?
Absolutely. Rare to get your hands on this stuff. Well done keeping it to hand.
I have no idea what I gave him, by the way. No idea.
There you are. And be careful who you show that to. It might draw the wrong kind of attention.
So, flawed Helldusk armor. Is that this one? So it's a rare heavy armor. Lesser infernal retribution. When you are hit by a foe within 7 feet, it might take 1d4 fire damage. Superior plate. You take 1 less piercing damage and disadvantage on stealth saves. I mean, that could be good for Lysel.
All right, what now?
Anything else?
Need anything?
Let's see what you have. Ooh, a purple. Sword of Life Stealing. It deals 8 to 13 damage. It is a short sword with the finesse property. Life Stealing critical. On critical hit, the target takes an extra 10 necrotic damage, as long as it isn't a construct or an undead. You also gain 10 temporary hit points, and it's a +2 enchanted weapon. Interesting. Swordmaster gloves. You gain proficiency with short swords, longbows, and great swords. In addition, you gain a +1 bonus to melee attack rolls. Okay. Heavy ringmail. +2 medium armor. +2 medium armor. Anything interesting on these? No. +2 light armor. Dark fire short bow. Ooh. You gain the ability to cast haste. And it grants resistance to fire damage and cold damage. Interesting. This halberd increases your strength by 2 up to 23. But it decreases your intelligence and wisdom by 1. As a +1 weapon. Let's see. This right here is also a +1. This magical hammer's power only functions if it's bound to an Eldritch Knight or as a Warlock's Pact weapon. This weapon has a +1 bonus to damage and attack rolls. Shocking bound. This weapon deals an additional 1d6 lightning damage. Very well. Thermodynamo. Whenever you deal damage with this weapon, you gain 2 turns of heat. Very well, and it is a +1 battle axe. Sword of Clutching Umbra. It's just a +1 short sword. Although it has a different move on it. What is this? Shadow Soaked Blow. Strike an enemy, adding your proficiency bonus to the damage. Moreover, if the attack hits, it deals an additional 1d6 psychic damage. This attack doesn't break concealment. Interesting. Okay. And this one attack deals 1d8 plus 6 bludgeoning, plus 1d4 cold, plus 3 bludgeoning, plus 1d6 psychic damage. Plus proficiency. Interesting. I might need to get that and this top one for Astarion. Thornblade. Poisonous Synergy. While concentrating, your melee weapon attacks deal an additional 1d4 poison damage. Very well. And then we got our arrows here. And I'm pretty sure all of the rest of the stuff is stuff that I sold him.
I'll be here if you need anything else.
So let's let us go back to camp real quick. Get Will in our party.
The Shadow Curse is upon us. As foul as I remember it. Perhaps even worse. But with the Oak Father's blessing, we may soon see it banished from these lands.
We're in the midst of the Shadow Curse now. Is there anything more you can tell me about how to lift it?
This land is more than just soil and rock, root and leaf. It is a living being, in the form of a young Fey boy, with the forest itself in his eyes. His name is Thaniel. I've met him in my meditations, but since the curse was unleashed, I have not felt his presence. He is its prisoner, I fear. And as long as he remains so, his domain will lie in darkness. But if we can find him, we can break the curse. If you learn anything of the Shadowfell, or of a boy with the forest in his eyes, find me at once.
What should I look for exactly?
I can't be exact, unfortunately. Time and the Shadow Curse won't have been kind to any traces that would have been left behind. A living witness is unlikely, I'll admit. But perhaps there'll be an unliving witness, or some lingering echo of what we seek. Don't worry. If you find something, you will know it.
Still feeling at home here with us? The surroundings are less bucolic, I understand.
It's not easy seeing the ravages of the Shadow Curse. But your camp is a most welcome solace. You've shared your fire with me, your company. A small pocket of light against the darkness, but one I couldn't do without. Thank you. You're too modest by far. What fate would I have met without you? Rotting in the goblin cells? Dying against an onslaught on the grove? More good has been done since I met you than in 100 years before. Words cannot express my gratitude.
No words needed. I understand how you feel.
Yes, I think you do. Forgive me. Sometimes I forget myself, gazing on the beauty of nature's creations.
Leave. I was trying to get him back in my, or get him into my party, but I apparently can't do that yet.
How beautiful it must be to know you can hold a hand, caress a cheek after going so long without. We'll get Karlach fixed up, right? There's always a way. There has to be.
Join me.
That's the spirit.
Now, something weird about this. Gale, for some reason, decided to set up his tent in a puddle of deep water. I don't know if that's just a weird, like, glitch in the, like, the coding of the game, but he is definitely considered to be in deep water. Anyway, let's go ahead and head back. Head back here. And with Will, I'm going to sell some stuff. Alright, so all the selling has been done. I bought, or most of the things I bought were actually for characters that I don't actually currently have in my party, so there's nothing really to show about that. The only thing that is even slightly worth showing, I did equip a Shadowheart with the Darkfire shortbow for that haste, and it's a +2 weapon enchantment. So hopefully things should be going well with that.
Well, in it.
I could loot everything up here. Ooh, a rustic chest. Lockpick. $19 on the dice for a dirty 30. Rippled force mail. This is a heavy armor. Force absorption gains force condition or conduit when taking slashing, piercing, or bludgeoning damage. Okay, so what is gain force conduit when taking, okay. Bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage against the affected entity are reduced by 1 turn, or by 1 per turn remaining. If the entity takes damage while it has 5 or more turns remaining, it deals 1d4 force damage in a 20-foot radius. Well, that's interesting. Let's go ahead and just send that to camp, though. And let's go ahead and continue on exploring around here. What is going on over there? Interesting. Where did Mole go? She came from down here, right? Or not? Up ahead, the shadow curse hangs thick, its dark tendrils curling, snuffing out all light and life. Even those who, with oil-smeared torches, are not safe. Turn back now. Okay, I didn't quite want to leave yet anyway. I have some more exploring to do. relax.
Please, I just want to be alone.
Why are you crying?
It's Dennis. He's gone. Cultists. It was so dark. I didn't realize until the children started screaming. They rounded us up. Cut us up. Said they were taking whoever could still walk to Moonrise Towers. I managed to get away. But my love, Dennis, Martin, Dor, Roshan.
How did you manage to get away?
I've always been good at running. Unlike Dennis, I didn't realize one day our lives would depend on it. I just wish I could have said goodbye.
Is there anything I could do?
Not unless you can bring him back. Can you?
I'll find Dennis and bring him back to you.
It's hard to imagine him making it after everything that happened. But if you find him, it would mean the world to me. I can't.
Very well. I would try to go down the side of the hill instead of the clear, whatchamacallit, staircase. Is there nothing down here? Very well. I have a feeling that the person up above us is going to be very important.
That's curious.
Open up the wooden chest for 53 gold. Very well. I saw another tiefling, right? Yes. Oh, you're a harper, though.
You need something? Ask Jaheira. I'm on duty.
Fair. Okay, so we've got a dock of some sort. Good to know. And a door here that leads to an underground area. Not ready to go in there quite yet.
Is anyone keeping an eye on those children from Eldorel?
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Where did Mole go? Oh, quartermaster.
Stock up while you can. I only hope I've brought enough to see us through.
Leave.
Jaheira wants to
Will
know
is
about
not in my party.
supplies. Will we make it home?
If you're all right by Jaheira, you're all right by
Anything
me.
I can take off your hands at no cost to me? Oh yeah. Got a 15 on that with a DC of 10.
Cheeky. But, since you're asking,
Oh, I got a supply pack. Very well, that's 40 free food right there. I guess let's go ahead and head on in here. Ah, there she is. No, that's Mattis.
Welcome to our humble... Wait, are you Karlak? A lot of us were in Avernus. We saw you fighting. You were so good.
Well, yeah, I guess I was. I mean, you should avoid fighting for devils if you can. But if you can't, it helps to have a good right hook.
I saw you lay out a Moor demon in 2 hits. Bam! Bam! We were all like, whoa! How'd you learn to fight like that?
Had to. Life didn't pull any punches. It was up to me to learn to take a hit and deal one back.
I've been tossed around a lot too. I want to learn how to fight back too.
From the look of things, you've got your wits about you. A clever mind and a bit of style will take you a long way. Fight with those, and you may find you never need to use your fists at all.
In that case, want to buy a lucky ring I found?
Ha! Nice try, Shorty. Keep it up, though, and you'll be scamming with the greats in no time.
A kid really looks up to you. Nice to see. You were too nice to that little runt. Scamming with the greats. What kind of advice is that? No, kid really seems to look up to you.
It is, isn't it? Hope he makes it out of this mess with his wits in one piece. I'd like to see him set up in a proper home in the city. Every kid deserves that.
Don't be shy. Check it out. We've gone legitimate, and Mole put me in charge. What do you need?
You got any stock for extra special customer like me? Yours is the first happy face I've seen in a good while. Let me see what you have. Any special or any extra stock?
I'm not supposed to mention it to anyone, but I do have something pretty special in stock. A key. What does it look like? What does it open? What treasures await behind its lock? That's for one lucky buyer to find out. Mole gave it to me and said I shouldn't let it go to just any old jackaday.
Deception. Very well. Persuasion is going to be the same. So I'll buy it from you. Mole said I could have it. If it's worth any coin, do you think Mole would have given it to you? Yeah, let's go and try that one. Need a 14. Got a 15 on the dice for a total of a 21.
I mean, maybe.
Insight. With all the other fabulous things you found in this inn, why hold on to a dusty old key? We need a 6, and we have a total bonus of +7 to 10. So as long as we don't roll a 1, that's a natural 20.
I guess it is kind of old. Here. Birds of a feather. Premium trinkets and doodads.
Tower-shaped key. Interesting.
Don't wander far.
In the market for something special?
Yours is the first happy face I've seen in a good long while.
I'm alive, ain't I? What's not to like?
Fair. Let's see what you have. Do you actually have things? Evasion shoes. +1 acrobatics and a +1 to armor class. Interesting. And we got some potions. A spoon of saltiness. When salting food, the bearer of the shadow cursed utensil will always add too little or too much, but never the right amount. Truly, the deviousness is top tier. Decanter of nearly endless water. This decanter can, in fact, sometimes run out of endless water. However, it will definitely regain its properties next day. The day after, for sure. The fishing rod of alertness. The wielder of this rod cannot be surprised unless something unexpected happens. Sending shell. Faint whispers creep from this sending shell when you hold it close. Yet the method of sending messages from it is unclear. An arrow of sparrow slaying. Magic weapon meant to slay a particular kind of creature. Sparrows in this case. The arrow will grievously wound sparrows it hits. The poor wee winged fellows. The cloak of cunning Brume? Sure. Cunning Brume. When the wearer disengages, They also create a foggy cloud with a 7-foot radius that lasts for 1 turn. Lasts for 1 turns. One of the relics of the Deep Dura's rebellious children. The children found nothing of use in the vault and were discouraged. But in the morning, the vault's keykeeper's son, who admired the children, sought them out. And in his arms, he brought a wealth of things forged in shadow. Ooh, and then this is actually a real thing. An arrow of beast slaying. And it deals double damage to beasts. Very well. Arrow of darkness. Wizardbane oil. Elixir of bloodlust. Oil of accuracy. Poison resistance. And then we got all of these fake books and stuff. Very well. Oh, this was good for a nice laugh.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Last Light's best bargains right here.
Cyrus.
Thought you'd be 10 yards tall the way Zevlor spoke of you. Ceres, Scout. Seems we missed one another at the Grove, but the others told me how you helped us. A pity. You pulled them from one death trap, only for me to land them in this one.
I heard you were ambushed by a cult, or by the cult. It sounded brutal.
Aye. Not a battle she's likely to put to song. Maybe we should have just surrendered. Zevlor begged us to. But they were toying with us. Making examples. And we'd had enough of taking it. Those of us who cut free just kept running till we found this place. The others... Maybe the cult got them. Maybe the curse.
Monk, you let your fear conquer you. Be careful not to let your life be ruled by it.
We're in a dilapidated inn, surrounded by cursed darkness. Only a fool wouldn't be afraid. We've no brighter horizon ahead of us. There's just the city. If I can get us there alive. But... thanks. It was sweet of you to try. Last Light's best bargains right here!
So there's Jahara again. Ooh. His Majesty.
Hiss. I say hiss.
Easy kitty, I mean you no harm.
And yet you harm me by your very presence. This is my territory, and you're in it.
My intentions are pure. I only wanted to admire you up close.
I'll allow it.
Quite the specimen you are. How did you come to this place? Quietly admire the cat? You seem like someone who knows what he's about. Heard anything interesting around here? Let's go ahead and quietly admire the cat.
You've had enough. Now go. Quickly. Yes.
Yeah, you seem like someone who knows what he's about. Heard anything?
Good of you to notice. For my part, I have noticed the cleric is a liar. She promised me a bit of milk. Do you see any milk, do you? Nor do I. Disgraceful.
Quite the specimen you are. How did you come to this place?
I slinked, of course.
Leave. Raphael. Look at his health. This is definitely the Cambion.
Your move, Maul.
You trapped me? I didn't even want to take this one.
Kalimshan rules, dear. The first piece touched is the first piece moved.
That's garbage! No matter where the night goes, I'm gonna lose it!
Then make the sacrifice useful. Guard your Mistra, or come for my Cyric.
What's going on here?
Look who made it! For once, I saved your butt out there, didn't I? We're square now, Chief. So,
That we are.
do you play lance ball by any chance? It's my first time playing.
The keen gleam in Moll's eyes reveals the lie. She knows the game well, and she wants to win.
Always laid a fine trap for you, Mole. It looks to me like his Cyric could be dethroned.
Gale's right. Put pressure on him. Attack the piece in front of his Cyric. Fall back, protect your queen above everything else. You shouldn't be playing games with this man. He's a devil. Sorry, kid. I've never played Lance board. Sleight of hand. Accidentally jostle the board Mole's way. Monk. This is the game that tests your mind. Look at the board with fresh eyes. What does your opponent hide?
Aha! His king is wide open!
My, the Thescan double counter gambit. Vicious. Exactly what I would have done.
How's that for Kalimshan rules?
Brava. Lovely work. I see I was right to make you the offer I did. You will consider it, won't you? What a lovely specimen she is. A blushing apple begging to be plucked.
Please let me smack this creep.
The Thescan move suggestion was inspired. I had no idea you played.
There's plenty about me you have no idea about. Is that why you're here to play games? Just bugger off back to hell, would you? Is that why you're here to play games?
To play the game. The vast lance board of souls. But don't you worry about Moll. It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left. Besides, I do enjoy being in this neighborhood again. It has such a rich history of abject tragedy. And tragedy, my friend, well, there's my bread and bloody butter.
So what is this region's history of tragedy? Just stay away from Mole, you hear? Yeah, just stay away from Mole.
She won. She has a taste for it now. She'll be the one who comes to me. But enough about my lesser pursuits. Why bother with trifles when I'm in the illustrious presence of my very favorite client? Tell me, oh apple of my eye, how have you been? You don't have any gills to get green around yet, but you do look a little worse for wear in this light.
You know what? I've never been better. Leave me alone, Hellspawn. I've never been better.
Splendid. And yet, I have this picture in my head of you tossing and turning in the middle of the night, thinking strange things, dreaming strange dreams. And there's this little voice inside of you asking, is this my will, or is it the worm's? But you have no answer, and no way of knowing. The good thing is, though, there's only one little voice you really should listen to. Mine. See you soon.
Very well. Hey, it's Baracus.
Ah, you found your way. Good.
What are you doing here?
I thought I'd scout ahead, check for any nasty surprises, of which I found a great deal.
And what did he find?
Shades, death, harpers, flaming fist, and this, of course. And the makings of an alchemist's workbench. Ingredients, too. There's a recipe I'm trying to replicate. Something that might help you. That is, if you're still going to help Wulbren and the others.
Of course I am.
In that case, you'll be very pleased to learn what I have in store for you. A new type of smoke powder. All the bang and boom of the original, but with an extra surprise. I call it the Brilliant Retort. You'll need it if you're going to survive this cursed place. You'll need it if you're going to get into Moonrise Towers and help the Deep Gnomes taken prisoner there. You'll need it if you're going to save Wulbren.
Thought that was your mission.
Let's call a thing a thing. A deep gnome won't get far into the Absolute's orgy of evil. We already learned that in the Underdark with those sadistic Dwergar, didn't we? It's doubly true in this place. You, on the other hand, have proven resourceful in such infiltrations. I'll do my part according to my talents. And you, I hope, will do yours. The Brilliant Retort will aid you. Thus, I will make it.
Anything I can do to help?
Unless you've got access to a 300-year-old Tempusian apothecarial almanac? No. But that's for me to worry about. You do whatever it is you do. Some of us are counting on you.
Very well. Now where did Mole run off to? Hey, it's the Bard lady.
Oh, you're all right. Thank goodness. I was worried they'd got you too.
I heard what happened, that people were taken to Moonrise.
I keep replaying it. Over and over in my head. They lined us up like dogs. Asherak was with the kids, telling them it was going to be all right. Maybe that's why they picked him. Told him to kneel. They took his eyes first. Then his tongue.
How did you survive?
Roland, of all people, saved us. He said he stayed in the grove because of you. And I'm damn glad of it. Without him, well, none of us would be here.
Roland, the apprentice wizard?
Yes. He shielded me and the kids, while his brother and sister rushed the cultists. Cal and Leah were dragged away, along with the others. Roland isn't taking it so well. None of us are, to be honest. How do you do it? How do you keep going?
Monk, to linger on the past is to condemn the future. Focus on the here and now.
You make it sound so easy. But I'll try. You've done so much for us already. But I have to ask. The others might still be out there. If they're not dead, they're in Moonrise. And gods have mercy on anyone in that hell's pit.
Don't worry, I'll find them.
Thank you. If anyone can manage it, you can. Just be careful up there, all right? I can't handle anyone else dying.
Is anyone keeping an
All
eye
right,
on
Mole.
those children from Eldorel?
Nice strategy back there. If we put our heads together, I bet you and me could make a tidy stack of coin in Baldur's Gate. But Raphael's offered me a partnership already, and it seems like a sweeter deal than throwing my lot in with you.
No, kid. No.
Monk, like a prick from a scorpion, Raphael's deals seem inconspicuous, but they are poison. If Raphael offered you a good trade, you should take it. tiefling. Our kind have given enough, or have enough trouble with devils. You should stay away from this one. Persuasion. Raphael is a real, literal devil. You and your soul are in danger, mole. Let's go ahead and do the tiefling one. Our kind have had enough trouble with devils.
If our kind looked out for one another, we wouldn't need to deal with devils.
Well then, monk. Like a prick from a scorpion, Raphael's deals seem inconspicuous or innocuous, but they are poison.
Poison? Sure. You must love the taste of it. He seems to know you pretty well.
I know him well enough to know that he's a trickster. I haven't made any kind of deal with him. He's just trying to tempt me. My problems are more urgent than yours. I have to deal with him. I haven't made any deals with him. He's just trying to tempt me.
Looked like he was doing a pretty good job. If I had to deal with gods and worms in my head, I'd make a deal with anyone. Look, you saved us. Not knocking that. But after you left, Zevlor lost his nerve. Gave up the fight. I won't. Now there's no grove, no coin, no one taking us to the city. I'm not letting my crew get eaten by shadows. Maybe I'll make a deal, maybe I won't. But it'll be my choice, not the devil's, and not yours.
Have a gander at the finest stock.
Please don't make a deal with the devil, mole. Please. Roland.
There's another bottle of Arabellan Dry back there. Put it on the bar, then piss off and leave me alone.
Jaheira said we should serve drinks, but that we shouldn't serve drunks.
Jaheira didn't save your ragged little tail from the cultists. I did.
Alfara told me the reason told me you're the reason her and the kids escaped. I heard your siblings were taken by the cult. The kid's right. You need to lay off the liquor. Want to talk about your sorrows instead of drowning them? No, let's go and do the top one.
Cute. Maybe she'll write a ballad about me. She can leave out the part where my brother and sister were dragged away screaming while I was saving the orphans. If you hadn't filled their heads with all that self-righteous heroic crap at the Grove, none of this would have happened.
Then it's my responsibility to bring them back.
They're my responsibility. You go save the world. Or your own arse. Or whatever it is you do. I'll fix this.
Have a gander at the
I don't need your help, and I don't need your pity.
Where are your siblings?
Dead for all I know. Or in the cult's tower with the others who were taken.
If they're alive, I'll rescue them.
They're my responsibility. You go save...
Very well. Hey, Karlak wants to say something, probably about Mole.
One of the worst things about getting old. Watching kids make the same exact mistakes you made. And knowing there's absolutely nothing you can say to change their mind. Then again, Mole's a hell of a lot smarter than I was at that age. Maybe she'll figure it out.
She will. She's clever. Frighteningly so. Maybe, maybe not. Either way, she can look after herself. She's on thin ice. My gold's on her falling through. She will. She's clever. Frighteningly so.
True enough. She'll go far in the city. We've just got to get her there safely.
Umi!
I tried telling Mr. Roland that he'd had enough too. He didn't like it then either.
Seems someone's been skimming on. Anyone
Very
keeping
well.
an eye on those children from Eldorel?
Yes,
Have a
at this
gander at the
point,
finest stock.
let's go ahead and speak with Jahar. Or whatever her name is.
Please, be welcome. Have a drink.
Oh, my gods.
To your very good health.
Medicine. Smell the wine first. Need a 10. And we have a +3 from wisdom and guidance. That's an 18. We are golden.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jaheira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering.
I was actually wondering if it would affect me. Poisons often struggle.
Well, consider this an experiment then. Indulge me.
Drink the wine.
Bottoms up. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it?
I see now why he spiked my wine. Yes, the parasite has given me powers I've never had before. It's changing me for the better. Saving throw. Despite knowing you're under the effects of a drug, trying to deny the tadpole has any influence on you. Monk. The flowing river changes. It is still a river. I am still me. Sure, let's do that one.
But a river can flood and break its banks. If the parasite changes you, tries to break you, could you resist?
Yes.
Good. I will take your word for it. And hold you to it, too. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago.
If he's back, perhaps you have... Or perhaps he should have hit him harder in the first place. Is he?
General Ketherick Thorm.
Oh, fuck.
Remember that name. He's the leader of the Absolutists. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketherick Thorm live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope.
Hope is an illusion and easily shattered. I deal in action, so tell me, what's the plan?
Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketherick is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight.
Ketherick's days are numbered. I'll make sure of it. You want to make use of my infection. I want to be cured of it. Seems like I'll be doing most of the heavy lifting. I'm not doing this. His days are numbered.
Without a cure for your infection, your days are numbered too. Yet you selflessly offer to spend them fighting alongside us. I like you. I promise I will do everything I can to make sure you survive this. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Gatheric's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet.
How do I reach him? The towers are surrounded by shadows.
You're not our only secret weapon. Isobel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
So, I remember seeing a YouTube short about things going wrong if you talk to her too soon. So I'm going to go ahead and save my game just to be safe, and then I'll go upstairs. I love how none of the stuff in here are considered stealables. Is there anything back here? Got it. Nothing of import.
What's that?
Loose plank. Snowburst ring. When the wearer deals cold damage, they also create a 15-foot circle of ice around the target. And then a scribbled note.
Cheating, but have you seen any treasure?
The journal script is
if I do,
antiquated,
you'll be the first to know.
but its pages look like they've barely aged.
I promise.
How much longer must I languish here? I'd hoped to be in Baldur's Gate a 10 day ago, but that blasted toll house keeper won't accept my papers. When Father hears about this, he'll be furious. There's something odd about this village. People skulk around like they've something to hide. The shrines to the Moon Maiden seem ill-tended and barren. I'd hoped to learn more about Ketheric Thorm, the village leader, but talk of him seems to put people on edge. I'm not sure I could bear another hour of this lonesome place.
I missed that! Awesome!
Very well.
This place is awesome! There's so much stuff!
I'm assuming there's nothing in the chest. Oh, there is. Very well. Alright, let's go ahead and head on upstairs. Since I got that potion, I am gonna save again. Nothing of interest out here. This place is so shabby. Oh, but this used to be an outdoor bar. Alright, let's go ahead and head on in here. Glowing red? I really don't want to break this. Let's go ahead and talk to her. The Shattered Moon.
I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you.
Save you? How do you figure that? And you, I've heard, you're the protector of this inn, the banisher of the shadows. I may have the parasite of a true soul, but not the mind of one. Word gets around fast. I know your name, but little else care to enlighten me. You're the protector of this inn.
Myself and Our Lady are doing what we can to hold the line. I hear you and your tadpole will be our offense. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jaheira sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric.
It hurts.
Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. But there are places it won't help. Places where the curse is darker, stronger. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though. I don't know how. The Harpers are trying to figure it out.
Selûnite magic. Dark Lady, forgive me.
Good nose. Like a nasty little terrier.
Thank you. Now I must make my leave. Anything else I should know before heading off?
Ketheric is a frightening man. But you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
Hello, Isabel.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketheric himself.
Those who walk a tranquil path want for nothing. Keep your blessings.
You have not known tranquility until you have felt the Absolute's embrace. That, I can promise you.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketheric will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has. Time to go, Isabel.
Okay, so here we have this guy. He's an agent of the Absolute. How much damage party members? Yeah, I know. Oh, he has 40 temporary hit points. Got it. Great Weapon Master. Dark Devotion. Advantage on saving throws against being charmed or frightened. Extra attack. Feral Instinct. He has honed his instincts to the utmost degree. He gains a +3 bonus to initiative and can't be surprised. Opportunity attack. Tenacity. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to attempt to stunning strike him. Alright, he is stunned. Very nice. So, in theory... it's not showing me. So all of our attacks are going to be at advantage now. I'll go ahead and use the War God's Blessing. And then I'm going to go ahead and Flurry of Blows. And I'm also not going to use that yet. Alright, so I have taken out all of his temporary hit points and I've dealt 10 damage to him proper. Alright, and now... can't move, take actions, bonus actions, or reactions. Until the end of my next turn or his next turn. I can't quite remember right now. Alright, Gale. We now have a Winged Horror, which is immune to poison damage, but not much else. So let's go ahead. No, he's too close. Let's go ahead and move over here. Beautiful. And then... yeah, let's go ahead and do a second level Scorching Ray. All 3 beams on this guy. And that'll be that.
You'll make excellent fertilizer.
Don't you do it. Alright, Karlak. You are going to rage. Then concussive smash. Then now just regular attack. Very well. Opportunity attack. Now, let's go ahead and... how much health are you at? Okay, let's go ahead and attack Marcus. It's our main hand attack. I hate it when I make that mistake. Then let's go ahead and attack him again. This time with the lacerate. No, that's only 55. Yeah, let's go ahead and hit him with a lacerate. Guided strike. Okay, he saved against the lacerate, but that is alright. Alright, now Z. Be safe, let's go ahead and burn another key point. Luck of the far realm. So I don't think that stunned him, but he's down to 2 health. There we go. He is now unconscious. Or dead. I'll go ahead and deal with that stuff later. Then we're going to go ahead and flurry of blows this guy.
I speak.
And Gale. You can go ahead and cast Shatter at 2nd level. Right here. Ooh, Panther! They really did try to go all out on the Drizzt look, didn't they? Right, let's go ahead and come up to this winged whore.
I'm going to enjoy this.
And take our second attack on this one. Reckless. Then, seems like a big enough fight. Let's go ahead and also pop a soul coin. Should have done that to start with, but it is what it is. Got a rager. And hit him through the counter. Very nice. He's paralyzed though. Oh, these things are considered undead? I guess they're ghouls. A ghoul would technically be undead, I guess. Attack. Then... don't have enough movement. Darn it. Okay, well, go ahead and jump right there. Alright, now it's Z's turn. Z, can you come up over here?
Can carry me.
And then jump down. I know you might fall prone, but you didn't because you're a badass like that. Let's go ahead and take out this guy. Really critical miss.
Mistra Rill.
Alright, and Gale. Gale, you know what? I think you need to hasten Karlak. And then you can move up this way. Because there's no more out here, right? No. They're all down below.
Moving.
Karlak, you can move right here. Then jump down over here. And come attack this winged whore.
Cool fucker.
Alright, let's go back upstairs.
Isabel, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Marcus has been with us since the start. They've been tracking us this whole time. And that was no random attack. You were the target, Isabel. They know how important you are. But they don't know about you. Ketheric will strike again. We need you to strike first. Discover the source of his invulnerability. Make him mortal so we can make him bleed. Good luck.
We're in more danger than I knew. If something happens to me, everyone in this inn is dead. Like that.
Why target you?
Pull the right prick, and the whole tower goes tumbling down. Seluna gave me the power to protect this place. But I can't keep it up forever. Such magic. It's draining. Soon I'll be dry. Without me, Harper's flaming fist, everyone intent on stopping Ketheric is dead. But now that we have you, perhaps we have a chance.
Once I take Ketheric's head, you'll be safe again.
No mercy. For Ketheric will have none on you. End this.
No one but us.
Why am I glowing purple? Why am I glowing purple? So the blessing of Selûne. Selûne's radiance protects you against the lesser effects of the shadow curse. But beware, even her light cannot guard against the darkest shadows. Very well. I'm not 100% sure why I'm glowing. Marcus. Let's see, you have that gold on you, you have a torch, you have a +1 great club. That is its only attribute, very well. You have half plate armor, which is medium armor, very well. A garnet ring, a shifting corpus ring. Ooh, it allows the wearer to cast invisibility and blur. Nice. And you also have a Mind Flare Parasite specimen. And there's nothing in the winged horse, correct? So far, nothing. Nothing in that. Alright, and they took Mole. Did they drop Mole, or is Mole gone? I would really love to find her. Nothing on that winged whore.
Because she did a great job protecting Mom.
Nor on that one.
Maybe we should ask someone else.
Harper. Nope. Nope. Looks like Damon's alright. I'll talk to you in a second. Mattis. Umi. I'm not seeing Mole.
Let's just go already.
But we don't even know the way to Moonrise.
That's why we should leave now. Mole would do the same for any of us. You know it.
But how do we get into Moonrise? We can't fight those shadow things.
We could. I beat up those harpies, and they're way scarier than shadows.
You know what Mole would hate more than anything? Bad things happening to us. You've seen what's out there. We wouldn't stand a chance.
You stay put. I'll bring Mole home.
But it's our job to bring Mole back.
Look at her. She's a proper adventurer. And if we got hurt, Mole would be really mad at us.
Fine. But you gotta understand, Mole is family. Bring her back, please.
For sure.
First, cultists nearly murder us, and now we have a traitor on the inside. Can't we trust anyone?
Just focus on getting through this.
Easier said than done.
Can't give up now.
First, cultists nearly murder us,
trust me.
and now I know. You've been there for us every step of the way. It's just all a bit much sometimes, you know?
Alright, now, do you still think that you can handle this on your own, Roland?
We won't even have to go out into the shadows to die now that the cultists have found us.
Nobody else is dying. I'm dealing with the cultists.
Oh, I'm sure they're cowering in their heavily fortified tower, knowing you're on the way.
Fine.
He still won't speak. Just keeps going with the bloody song.
Nothing of use on his person.
His original writ of duty, signed by Eltan himself. Fella must be one of the very first Flaming Fist.
He must know something. Let's not give up on him yet. I don't suppose you found a way into the towers?
I'm heading there shortly.
Merciful Timora. That's the first piece of good news I've heard since Elturel. But I'm not pinning all my hopes on you. I trust you will do everything you can to free the Duke. But in case you don't find a way, I'll be heading to Baldur's Gate to seek reinforcements. The Council sent a carrier pigeon with news that the city has been dealing with absolutist attacks. The Steel Watch is holding strong. I'll request that Lord Gortash send some of them to aid in the fight against Moonrise. The curse won't harm them.
Holy shit. That's my old boss. The guy who sold me to Zariel.
You know the name Gortash, a councillor with considerable influence on Baldurian industry and politics. But he is no lord.
Lord, however you pronounce his name, I thought he was no more than a counselor. Consular? However.
Lord Gortash is the man responsible for the creation of the Steel Watch. It's no wonder he earned the title. The Steel Watch are the future of warfare. Gondian automatons that can be sent into battle without risking any lives. Except those of our enemies. Lord Gortash had only completed work on the prototypes before Ravengard and I left for Elturel, but even they were formidable. With the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketheric throws at us, I'm sure of it. I'll do my best, but there's every chance I'll fall to the curse or the cult before I reach the city. Don't count on me and assume no aid is coming. Work with Jaheira. That Harper's mind is as sharp as her blade. Follow her guidance. Farewell. We'll meet again, God's willing.
Karlach!
So Gortash is a lord now. I'd like to clap eyes on this steel watch of his. You already know the story. I was Gortash's bodyguard, loyal as they come, when he made the deal with Zariel. She got a test subject for her infernal engine. I never found out what he got. This is the kind of man who gets a title. Authority. Makes me sick.
Me too, a man like that has no place in power. Whatever his steel watch is, it must be quite impressive. We'll make him answer for what he did to you as soon as we get to the city.
The city. Baldur's Gate. Home. I can almost taste it, you know. Not even Gortash can spoil that.
Alright. So, let's go ahead and talk to this chick again.
Traitors among us. A child taken. And still I can only feel relief. If they had taken Isabel too,
should have seen this coming. We were all caught off guard. Let's just focus on defeating Ketheric. I assume you have some payback in mind?
You know me already. But you'll have the honor of making up for my blunder here. I trust that you will.
She has trade options? No, she doesn't. Nothing new to report, but the search continues.
A search burdened by unnatural darkness. But don't let that discourage you.
I want to ask you about something.
Then speak.
I've heard your name before. Where?
Some crusty ballad monger, I expect. They have me slaying gods or laying with them, depending on the bard.
I've heard both.
You'll have to sing that one for me when all of this is done. In any case, it was a lifetime ago by now. And for all our victories, we remain on the back foot. We fight, we die, and we just hope that when our time comes, there is someone else to take our place.
Stirring words, is that how you inspire the Harpers?
No need of that. Every Harper is a bard unto themselves, I'm afraid. Help me root out this cult, and they can spin stories about you for a change.
Very well. So I am not 100% convinced that I did not break progression. I know that this area is still safe, though one of the things that I saw about breaking the quest progression was Mole getting taken and certain things happening to her. So I am going to go ahead and save my game in a new slot. And we are going to go ahead and head back to camp, take a long rest. And then after that, we're going to call it the end of the episode while I do some research to make sure things are still in play as they should be. Because I don't want to have broken anything by talking to her. Because if I did break things, I will never have Halsin available to me, which he seems pretty strong, and just things go bad if I did break it. So let's go ahead and take our long rest.
Playtime's over, pet.
Did I sell my shirt?
Oh, I love this time of year. The dickheads start popping up wherever you look.
What do you want, Mizora?
Drop the attitude and perk up your ears. You've got a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil. And a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers. And you're getting him out.
I sold all of my stuff. Oh, I need to fix that. And this is our problem. How exactly?
Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse abeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. Now, be a good boy and play fetch, pup, or you'll spend an eternity sizzling in the hells.
Mizora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Will to fail this mission. This may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his pact.
While I'm essentially naked. We'll rescue your asset on one condition.
Oh, and what condition is that?
Your mind links with Will's, drawn in by his increasing panic.
What are you doing?
Respond to Will in your mind. Trust me. You end Will's pact and go your separate ways. Shake your head. Never mind. You'll do as Mizora says. Trust me.
Will relaxes, and your connection fades.
Mizora will rescue this asset if you release Will from his pact.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash?
I cannot pull up my inventory. Intimidation. You could always let the cult infect the asset. I bet they'd make a loyal thrall. History. Remember all you can about devils and their contracts. Performance. Say you know a pact-breaking charm and chant a series of pseudo-infernal phrases. No, let's go ahead and remember all we can. This is going to be a we gotta get a straight 14 or better. That's a 10. Let's go ahead and re-roll with an inspiration. That's an 18. Beautiful.
You recall an old incantation from a children's story, said to void a devil's contract. Abi diabole et nunquam redi.
Let's go ahead and say that.
I've never seen such a fearless display of sheer idiocy. Bravo! Fine. I'll play your game. But I amend the pact once the mission's done, not before. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or favor only upon soul bearer's fulfillment of related obligation. Now, to Moonrise, pet. And do mind the shadows. They've been especially hungry.
Alright. Let's go ahead and see if we can get some clothes on. I have nothing. No shoes. Do I have any clothing in here? I do not. Very well. I guess we're running around in our skivvies for the last bit of this episode.
I-F. Or is it an E? Is it even a letter? What damn language is this?
Oh, hello. Tiefling, it's infernal.
What the hell's you? Wait. Did you say infernal?
Yes, I could read it if you turn around.
I suppose it couldn't hurt.
You run your eyes over the runes hacked into his flesh and recognize an all too familiar language. Infernal. It's the language of the hells. The lines describe oaths and the fires below, but the language is fragmented and strange. This is just a piece of a larger text.
And? What does it say?
Something about the fires below is just a fragment of infernal legalese. It's not a poem. It might be part of a devil's pact. There once was a cleric of Gond who was cursed by a very small wand. No, let's do the first one.
Infernal pact. But not even the whole text. What was that bastard up to?
It is so distracting that I am in my underwear. If he did make a devil's pact, he's more dangerous than we thought. You really have no idea what this is? Doesn't matter. You're free from him now. We should tell the others. They might be able to help. Let's do the first one.
More dangerous than you thought, perhaps. I never had any doubt. But if this is part of a contract, it must be powerful, or valuable, or both. No wonder he wants me back. What have I run off with?
You really have no idea what this is? Did you ever see Cazador write Infernal before? If this is part of a contract, where's the rest? Let's do the second one. Ever seen him write in Infernal?
No. I could have missed it, of course, but I doubt it. Cazador was only figuratively hellish. There were never any devils hanging about the crypt. Whatever he's left carved in my flesh, it's a mystery to me. Thank you, by the way. This is... well, it's something.
We'll figure it out, I promise.
Will we? How sweet.
I hate that I am in the nude. Alright, Karlak, you have more to say.
God damn it! Why did it have to be Mizora? Why did it have to be Zariel? We're supposed to risk our necks to get one of her assets? What if it's a runaway like me? Or something far worse?
You heard Mizora. This is the last thing Will has to do for her, then he's free. After what Will sacrificed to save you, it's time to repay the favor. If we don't help, Mizora will turn Will into a Lemure. Could you live with that? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Let's do the third one.
Look, Will's happiness is my happiness. I'd sooner see myself a Lemure than him. But it's a bad idea to play games with the devil. You never win. Not ever.
Very well. Let's go ahead and see what Will has to say about this, because I can only assume that he has something to say.
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced to swallow.
Mazora set me on fiends inside and outside the Hells. She's never ordered a rescue.
Gods. She makes a mockery of everything the blade stands for. Such an asshole.
She'll be gone soon enough. Do this mission and Mazora will free you from the pact. It's not like you have a choice. Do the mission or rot in the Hells. I thought you were supposed to hunt devils. Doesn't this violate your contract? Any idea who this devil is that needs freeing?
Not a one. All that matters is that we free it. Fail, and I'm made a mindless blob clawing at demons on the front lines of the Blood War.
That's not going to happen. You need too much of the Sword Coast. That's horrifying, I'm sorry. So you're bound to be a Lemure no matter what happens. You are everything you accuse Karlak of being. I'm not sorry for... Nope. Let's do the top one.
And it means everything to me. I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right. Thank you for sticking your neck out for me. I mean it. But I'm not going to celebrate till I'm actually free. I can feel Mazora scheming, plotting. She won't let me go without making a fuss. Trust me on that.
The Colders have taken your father to Moonrise. Florix confirmed it.
Then we know our mission. All roads converge at Moonrise.
Can we trust Floric?
I was 11 when the Councillor spotted and slayed an assassin who stalked father from the shadows. I was 13 when she brought word of a goblin warband advancing on Rivington. Her keen scouting saved 100 lives that day. The Councillor's loyalty to my father is beyond question. She's as steady as Tyr's heartbeat, as upstanding as the Sword Mountains. Father's at Moonrise Towers, and we need to save him.
The cult must have some reason for taking your father, but what?
They want violence, they want control, they want Baldur's Gate. Who better than Grand Duke Ravengard to surrender it? Who better than the commander of the Flaming Fist to dismantle its defenses? They will infect him, and the city's guardian will become its ruin, unless we put a stop to it.
To Moonrise, then. We can't let the Absolute take Grand Duke Ravengard.
We can't and we won't. The shadows be damned.
Very well. And, Halsin.
You wish to speak?
We're in the midst of the Shadow Curse now. Is there anything more? Nope. Nope. Alright. So let's go ahead and bed down. And apparently get stuck in a rock. I'm gonna double check something. I'll be right back. Alright, so let's go ahead and bed down. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why is that so much? Got some garlic, lemon. Alright, as long as it's not doing the owlbear egg, I suppose we're good.
The voice of the Absolute is strong here, and getting stronger. I don't know how much longer I can resist it. But it's good to see you're making progress. You took an unexpected route here. You did a brave thing, saving those people in the grove.
It wasn't even a choice. They needed my help. It doesn't seem like my help did them much good. The cultists caught up with them. It was a waste of time. I regret it now. I didn't do it for them. The goblins were in my way, so I killed them. No, it wasn't even a choice.
Not everyone would have helped.
The hurt runs deeper than she's willing to show you.
Are you alright?
Yes. Yes, I am. It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already. I just hope my powers last long enough to see this through.
Alright, so that is going to be the end of this episode, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. If I did break quest progression and all that stuff, then we can go ahead and ignore what just happened. But until then, and until I know more, thank you all so much for joining me. This is Famine52 signing out. And until next time, where we start making our way to Moonrise, peace out.